to the gym and just staying focused and just getting better every single day.
How's the foot doing?
Foot's good. I'm 100% healthy.
What exactly was the injury? Was it turf toe? Is that correct?
It was a more serious case of turf toe. I tore some ligaments in my toe. And, we cast it for 3 months, and I'm 100% now.
Did you have any reservations about playing in the NCAA tournament? I mean, obviously Mike was really concerned with not doing the wrong thing.
No, sir. I think more or less my family had a couple uncertainties. I was really confident in my toe and how I could perform in the NCAA tournament, but if I questioned myself, I probably wouldn't have gone out there. But I had complete confidence in myself during the NCAA tournament, and that's why I chose to play.
Have you sought advice from anybody, other players, about how to cope with all this, or just kind of figure deal with it on your own?
I've watched countless amounts of videos of just the whole draft journey that different players have taken, such as Chris Paul and LeBron, just trying to emulate their journey they took and just try to experience as many things as I can throughout this process. Everything's new to me, so I try to experience as many things as I can.
Did you meet with Dan Gilbert the other night at the lottery?
I briefly met with him. Yeah. I met him for the first time at the lottery. Yes, sir.
He didn't say anything about drafting you or anything?
No, sir.
Did you get to meet his son?
Yes, sir. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Are you following him on Twitter?
No, currently I'm off Twitter. So.
Self-imposed?
No. Just I don't feel a need for me to have Twitter right now. Just being focused on getting better.
This process as a point guard, normally you're used to controlling things out there on the floor, which you really can't control. How difficult is it?
Honestly, I think I do have a little sense of control just based on the way I'm working in the gym and how hard I'm working. I think that I do have control over that, and that's the most important thing right now. And whatever team wants me to work on, when I do, I just want to be as best prepared as I can be. So I think that's something I can't do.
What were the conversations with the teams last night? How many did you meet with?
I didn't meet with any teams last night. No, sir.
Hey, Kyrie, LeBron James was saying yesterday he's been talking to you for like 3 years, giving you advice, what have you. Can you talk about your relationship with him, what he said to you, what have you?
He's definitely fulfilled like a big brother role in my life, just giving me advice. And when I was definitely going through the 3-month stretch when I got hurt, he was definitely talking to me every single week, just telling me to keep my faith. So that relationship is special to me. Just based on that, I have someone in the NBA already that's giving me advice. What things to do and what things not to do. It's always helpful.
Would it be kind of weird that, you're coming in, I'm not saying you're replacing him, but, he's maybe not the most popular guy in Cleveland, but he's the guy who's giving you advice. Is that kind of weird at all, that situation?
No, sir. That situation isn't weird for me, just based on I'm not in Cleveland yet. Cleveland hasn't drafted me yet, so when that time comes, I don't think, the comparison is going to come regardless. That's something I'm prepared for, but as right now, I just want to contribute to whatever team I go to or whatever team wants to draft me. That's all I'm concerned with.
That's a city that would love to have an NBA player to really get behind right now. The people there are pretty hurt. Do you have any idea how popular you would be if you go there and turn into a success? You could really fill a void. Do you think about that at all?
Yes, sir. I definitely think about fulfilling a void, but the most important thing is just I just want to contribute as best I can. Just go there as best prepared as I can be. That's all I'm worried about right now.
Is something like playing at Duke, which is very high profile, does that prepare you for this kind of high profile moment, or is this a completely different situation?
Yeah, Duke definitely prepared me for these type of moments. I played in front of, even though it's a small gym, it feels like all eyes were on Duke the whole entire year for the 11 games that I played. So, it was definitely a step for preparation at Duke.
Did you pull out of all physical activities at this?
Yes, sir. I'm only going to do the medical stuff.
Because?
I'm just working out, just preparing for whatever team wants me to come out privately.
But why did you pull out today of these here?
Excuse me?
But why pull out of the events here?
I'm just going to do medical. There's no particular reason. I'm still working out around here, but I'm not doing anything at the draft combine.
Going back to the LeBron thing, how close did you come to signing with his agency? I know there's been some question about how hard they pursued you. Were you close to signing with them, or how close?
Yeah, there was a recent article that was written I saw, and the thing about it is that CAA never officially recruited me. I was close with LeBron and a couple of affiliates of CAA, but they never recruited me. I don't know who produced that information, but that was complete fault.
How about LRMR though? That's separate from CAA, right? They didn't.
No, they didn't recruit me.
Okay.
No.
So you were never close to signing with Doug Martin?
No, sir.
What do you mean? Can you define recruit? Because you got a friendship with them. You know what I mean? If you're friends with a guy, where's the line in being friends with him and talking to him and recruiting him?
Well, the talks about me signing with CAA never came up when I was talking with them, so I think that's the fun of recruiting. They asked me to sign with them, and recruit me, and do everything in their power to convince me to come with them. So that recruiting process never happened.
At the lottery, you spent a lot of time with John. Let's talk about the conference you all had. What you all talk about? Did he give you advice about what to expect?
Yeah, he was definitely just telling me to keep my head high when I was going to go through the rookie ups and downs, and just the whole process, and just enjoy it, and just enjoy this draft process.
Had you all battled each other in the past? Or?
No, so I've never played this John.
Okay. So how did you all get a relationship?
I met him when I went on my Kentucky official visit, and our relationship developed from there.
What would it mean historically to be the #1 pick in the draft? I mean, you see all the great players in history who are #1. It's something you always have next to your name. What would that kind of mean to have?
It would definitely be an honor just based on the company that I'll be in, such as John Wall and Derrick Rose. So being able to be drafted #1 as a point guard would be a special
You know, considering how odd your freshman year went out, you know, you make a big splash early, you know, you miss, 2.5 months, you play at the very end. Did you have any reservations about whether or not, based on that, you were ready to take on the next level?
Yes, sir, definitely. I truly believe that I wouldn't have come out if I only played 8 games. I came back to the NCAA tournament. 1, I was ready, and 2, I just wanted to stop all the questions whether I was healthy or not, and whether this toe injury was going to be a lingering effect on my career. So, you know, like I said before, if I didn't play in the NCAA tournament, I wouldn't have come out, but I felt I was ready enough to come out here, and it was the best situation for me and my family.
How much did the lockout weigh into your decision? That process, you know, did it
It's definitely a winning factor. I can't avoid the lockout, but when it does end, then you know, I'm ready to play NBA basketball.
How would you compare yourself to Derrick and to John in your game? The way that they've been able to impact themselves in the NBA?
That's something I just try to just emulate from afar, just based on they're really special players, and I want to be as special or close in their range at an early career as they are right now. So I think that's something I'm preparing for every single day in the gym.
Are there any players that you mimic your game after, current or past NBA players?
Most people I watch right now is Derrick Rose, Chauncey Billups, and Chris Paul. Chris Paul is my favorite NBA player.
What is it about Chris that you have such a liking for him?
The most important thing that I try to emulate from Chris is just the way he carries himself on and off the floor. I've been following him since he was at Wake Forest, and just the way his character is. I just think he's just a good person and an NBA player that many people look up to. So,
Do you believe you have that kind of quickness?
Yeah, I do believe it. I do believe I have that kind of quickness when I'm 150%. Right now I'm about 114%.
You said you've known Chris for a while. Has he given you any advice for this process?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely he's giving me advice. He just all the current NBA players that I talk to just say enjoy this process as best they can.
You know, when you mentioned that a minute ago, is it fair to say that your first step is probably the best thing for you? You know, that seems to be the thing that other people talk about. So.
Yes, I do believe it. I do believe that my first step is primary focal point of my game.
What do you think the hardest thing will be to transition in the NBA? The hardest thing for you on or off the court?
I just think the pace and the lifestyle. I think that's going to be the biggest transition. It's going to be a test of my will throughout the whole entire process throughout my rookie year. You know, I've never experienced like that. I've never been an NBA player, so I think just going in and making that transition from a college player to a professional and turn into a business, I think that'll be a big transition.
Are you ready to go from being the big man on campus to possibly getting someone's donuts and doing the rookie duties?
Oh yeah, I'm fully prepared for that.
This is 5 years since the NBA changed the rule, making guys go at least one season. How do you, as a player, how do you feel about that? And there's talk of maybe making guys go 2 years. I know the NBA is thinking about. As a player, do you think the guy should have the choice to go straight out of high school as they did, or where do you weigh in on that?
You know, there are definitely some questions about, why did I even come to college to only play 11 games? Well, I came to college to get an education and to play college basketball, but I was unfortunate enough to have an injury. I didn't come in thinking I was only going to play 11 games. So you know, if they do move the age up, great. I enjoyed college. I enjoyed my freshman season. It was a really tough decision for me to decide to come out just based on the relationship I have built at Duke with my teammates and the coaches and just the whole entire aura of the campus. I just love everything about it.